What's up, guys? Well, there's no one here, but you know. Schmack. Sorry, I'm just about to test the audio. Is this shit not connected? Alright, whatever. Guess I'm gonna test it from my phone. I'll be moving in 1 second. Just need to make sure that my voice is being heard. And then we will be good to go. Thanks to whoever's tuning in. Alright, yeah. My voice is here. I guess I'll speak up. I'll move this shit closer to my mouth. Fuck. I got too many screens open with the same shit on it. Alright. Alright, I gotta go see this fucking dude who's gonna reset all of my upgrades.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam.
No, I already know about this
You
shit.
have one new message.
From?
David Sarah.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you've had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Let's call Sarah.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. Tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam. I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchaea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident.
Excuse me.
Patents are tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die so another can rise from its ashes.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Roca Seca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transforms itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm, meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it.
God damn, these niggas talk too much.
I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the...
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it, really.
Goodbye, Seraph.
So, I probably need to get dressed. I really hate shit like this. I'm gonna assume I'm already dressed. Try to leave this fucking house. Let's see if I have any good shit. EMP. It's decent enough. Throw a bullet. Oh, sell a bullet. What's this? I don't want to turn on the radio. The fucked up part is I probably missed this shit the first time.
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Ogs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you... get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
I didn't do anything. This is my third scan this week. Why don't you scan somebody else?
You! Stop right there! Yeah, you! Down on your knees!
Move along, everyone.
Hands behind your head.
Yes, I'm going to frisk you now. Don't move. Idiots. Everywhere.
There's just never enough time.
Fine now. Don't forget about your permit authentication card. You would hate to at least the weapons with those. It must be quitting time soon, yeah? Looking forward to the end of the day. Don't blow your cover.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2.
We play fast this too tight. What could that close to target?
Holy fuck. Okay, just kill him. Just kill him. I'm gonna hope that there was an autosave when I left that place. Oh, yeah.
Hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the Valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Let's try to have this. We're gonna take this one.
Anomaly detected.
Doesn't matter.
Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Okay, so shit. Okay. System malware mode enabled. What? No, you gotta be kidding me. I really can't leave this fucking room. Holy shit. He's got fucking back up.
Děkujeme za spolupráci během stavu nouze.
How much longer is it going to be?
Any idea what today's take is? Don't forget about your permit authentication card. We would hate to be caught without one of those.
Did something happen?
Tired of listening to your shit. Hope it doesn't start raining. Hope it doesn't start raining.
My vest is too tight.
Shoot devils, right?
Yeah, at least the weapons look almost right.
This uniform is heavy. Lena would look better. Too bad we couldn't find the helmets. Try to look professional. Lena would look better. Making good money on this racket. I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing now? Don't blow your cover. It must be quitting time soon, yeah?
We got this.
I'm try to charge Helido. Like Helido.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
1 second.
Access denied.
Now the sender's is on lockdown.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Just make sure no one comes through.
How is he spotting me? Yo, I'm actually tired right now, guys. I should not have moved locations.
Over there. Clear it.
And shoot anything that moves. Swear we've walked back and forth 20 times already. And shoot anything that moves.
Let's just go. Fuck it. search everyone. You already died. I didn't search you though. Spot. Hey, thanks, Harry Bates.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Yo, what? Yeah, I'm glad you stopped by, man. Just, I've been having this game for a really long time. I know it was the free game not that long ago, but I've been trying to finish it up because I actually liked it. On the save I somehow managed to basically break the game. I got to an area I wasn't supposed to get to without talking to a guy that I needed to talk to, so I couldn't take the elevator I needed, and there was actually another way to get past it, but I also killed that guy that I needed to get past it, so I was at the elevator with no way to open it, and my saves were like super old, so I was like, let me restart. Now we just gonna do it. Kill these dudes.
Hold on. Something is happening here. No mercy when we fight.
Is this the same room I was? Yes, it is. Alright, we just gonna go upstairs and kill him.
Finally. Think. Remember who you are.
Oh, they're on the same floor with me now, aren't they?
Think we flushed them out? You see anything?
No, I guess he's above me. Alright, yeah, we definitely not gonna kill him. Yeah, it's pretty good. I really enjoyed Human Revolution, and what? No. I really enjoyed Human Revolution, and this game is good too. Oh, that's a frag, ain't it? You got the tac shotgun? I need that. it's really fun. Okay, what is this? Is that for a dude outside? No, I don't know. Oh, that's the other mission objective. Yeah, it's a good game though. In the last one, you kind of just like upgraded yourself. In this one, I'm gonna go see this dude now, and he's gonna reset me. And they've got like experimental upgrades, and you kind of gotta like pick and choose between the experimental ones.
Jensen!
Like your
Thank
base
God!
ones, you can.
I'm down in the dungeon, man. You remember the title of my super secret book, right?
I remember it's red.
Some of the experimental upgrades are pretty cool though. And the base ones you had in the last game, but they're still pretty sick. I'm not really a huge fan of games that like you start out and you got everything and they take shit away from you, but the story in this is definitely good enough to make up for it.
Jensen, my favorite techno wonderkind. Sorry about the goons, man. They didn't give you too much trouble, did they?
They're not gonna be a problem anymore. What do they want? You behind on your protection money?
I don't think it's about money. I got this little misunderstanding with their boss, Otar. You know how it is with these gangster types.
Enough to know that there's no such thing as a little misunderstanding.
Diwali internal politics. I'm gonna get it sorted. Gonna see the big boss myself. As soon as things settle down. The day after a bombing, man, it's... Well, I mean, it's scary, right? I'm surprised people go out at all.
Sometimes people don't have a choice. My systems took a hit. I was hoping you could help me get everything running again.
Took a hit? You mean... Oh, shit! Why didn't you say so? We need to get you in the chair. The chair. You know, I've always wanted to get a closer look at those satty fogs of yours. A real close look. So let's strap you in, get the gas going, and then, well, then I just need to sort of dive in. Feel my way around.
Hang on a sec, you gonna put me under for how long? What if the Diwali send reinforcements?
Oh, you're just stalling. Those illiterates aren't going to get in here. Don't be scared of the chair, okay? The chair is gentle. I promise. This thing with the Diwali is nothing. Otar's pissing where he shouldn't.
I count on you to fix me, Kohler. To some extent, your problems are my problems.
That's sweet, Jensen. Otar Botkovelli is the Diwali #2 guy. The men outside, they were his men. But the big boss man is Radic Nikoladze. He is the #1 guy. And I know Radic, so don't worry about it. Now, are we gonna do this procedure, or what?
What exactly are you gonna...
Damn, I thought I could skip dialogue.
do to me?
I'm not sure yet.
You've never had to put me under
There we go.
before.
I never saw you the day after an explosion before either. That was a big shock to your system.
All right, let's just get this over with.
Relax, Jensen. It's gonna be fine. You won't even know I'm in there. You'll feel weightless, far away, like you're someone else. But Kohler's gonna bring you back and make you you again. Before you know it.
I'm try to go for at least an hour. I may do longer. I know I gotta go handle the shit with these gangsters after this goes down. And I gotta sneak into the fucking motherboard and plant a chip in there.
Oh, thank God. Take it easy. I swear I didn't mean to... Your retinal display should be back soon. You can still move, right?
Where did you...
I was trying to connect the unconnected. but you got some strange fucking Augs back there. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. Here, let me get you some water. Or something stronger, maybe?
Water.
You got it, Jensen. Just ease out. Don't freak out. Rebooting was the only way to save you.
Save me from what, Kohler?
Core meltdown. You almost melted my chair. So I reset you, and I found these, I think it's better if I show you what I found. Bring up your system display. You need to see this for yourself. These are your implants. You're familiar with all these, right?
Yeah, David Sarif installed them. Took 2 years for my body to get used to everything.
Right. Well, I had to undo some of that getting used to.
What's going on, Kohler? Why do I feel different?
Something was trying to vampire the juice out of you. I couldn't figure out what until after the reboot. Turns out your Factory Zero is not the standard Factory Zero.
What am I looking at?
Experimental fucking test dogs, man. Hidden inside your body.
You're telling me I got more implants than I thought I did?
More than your body can handle. Pretty cool, right?
I'm not sure yet.
I want to show you what happens when you activate one of these suckers. It's okay, Jensen. One isn't gonna kill you.
You've said that before.
See that? Major spike in your power consumption.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I can't answer that. All I know is the explosion must have woken them up. But man, you wanna use these crazy fucking things? That's your right. We just gotta make sure it doesn't fry you. Now, I think I maybe got an idea on how to do that. Try shutting down one of your other implants. You know, just for fun.
And this is where I wasn't really too much of a fan of it. But...
Go ahead, Jensen. Shut down one of the implants you're not using. See that? Cooled you right down. You have the power to balance your system if you want. Just, you know, don't activate everything all at once.
What would happen if I did?
Well, you'd suffer some major glitches due to overheating. We're talking risk of permanent damage. So, you know, maybe don't do that.
All right. Reset me now, Kohler. I'll reactivate what I need myself.
Okay. So I'm not always gonna be there for you like this. I can't just follow you around to reset things and hold your neural weave together. Whatever choices you make from here on out, they're your choices.
But you were supposed to be my AUG expert.
I specialize in Chinese black market, okay? The shit I found hidden inside you, spliced into your system like that, looks to me like it's from Mars, man.
I'm pretty sure they're not from Mars.
I feel bad. You deserve answers I can't give you. I can help manage your system better than anyone in Prague. I help you make the most of the new AUGs we just found.
But you can't tell me where the hell they came from. As far as I know, David Sarif installed all my AUGs. If there's something inside me I don't know about, he's the one I need to talk to.
I am familiar with Sarif's work. These new AUGs, they look different to me. I mean, that neodymium shell. Who uses dimorphic magnetorheological fluid like that? Seriously, if you talk to Sarif, you need to ask him that. Shit really stands out. Pretty fucking cool, actually.
This cutscene's kind of long. Whew.
You ever seen anything like this before?
I don't know, Jensen. I mean, I heard of people getting the black market treatment before. Pass out in Prague, wake up in Shanghai. But usually they wake up with less AUGs, not more.
What exactly makes these AUGs so different from my other ones?
They look like experiments, is what. Loose wiring everywhere, man. It's like half of you is...
Why would Seraph have hidden these things inside me? I don't get it.
I am not convinced this is a Seraph job. The tech itself is super high-end, but the PDOT insulation, sloppy. The bone mounting, mounted on the quick. Just doesn't have Seraph's touch. Looks more like a retrofit to me. Something much more recent. Well, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking how much I hate being unconscious. You said these additions look recent. How recent?
Within the last 2 years, give or take. Something happened to you in that time?
I was pulled out of the ocean and put in some facility in Alaska to recover. It was a few months there that... the more I try to remember, the blurrier it gets.
Shit, Jensen.
This tune-up went longer than I expected. Let's wrap this up.
Right. Here, take some Praxis kits for the trouble. Praxis solves everything. Keeps customers happy. Just, remember what I showed you about managing your juice. It's gonna be a balancing act for you. Well, unless...
Unless what, Kohler?
There could be a way to optimize. It's just... it would involve getting something from Otar. A neuroplasticity calibrator.
Yeah, let's definitely get that.
There's a way for me to use everything I have without compromise? I want to know about it.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Excuse me.
I order all my fancy tech from this illegal catalog, right? But my last shipment got intercepted by Otar Botkoveli.
The same Otar whose men were looking for books out there before?
I am not going to force you. I want you to want to do it. I want you to want to be an augmented god among men. If that sounds like something that interests you, then you should know that Otar runs an underground casino in the Chisti district. The entrance is in a small courtyard off Hlavny Street.
Thanks for the info, Kohler. Thanks for the praxis.
Upgrade myself in a second. Actually, I guess I'll do it now. Smart vision right now? Holy cow. This is gonna be a tough one. No, I'm gonna be missing some upgrades that I need, but hopefully we can get through this. Where's my pocket secretary? Right.
Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many
Hey,
cops
thanks for
ask to see my
following me.
papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
I'm gonna save real quick. I'm not done, but it seems like every time I don't save, that's when some shit happens. Okay. And we gotta go do this side quest.
I said your papers are expired. Warm.
Your papers are out of date. Friendly company. The sound of
And you wish on the star. What? The song. It's in my head.
I hope this train is taking me to the right place. I didn't really look at the map, I just hit square. Run into this gangster's house. Take that neuroplasticity calibrator. And I'll probably get back to the main storyline, John. I know putting the chip in the motherboard like I have to do is kind of a pain in the ass, so I want to make sure I have some upgrades beforehand. I did travel to the right area, apparently.
Smells like police. People are
I
lazy.
hate watching the news. War, famine, murder,
Stop me for a scan.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
Goodbye.
I heard. Look at you. I see living with mother.
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway.
I'm nervous about you. The shopkeeper was late on his protection payments, so my client beat him to death with a
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
Stop. Identification.
What's
The police officer is prepared to testify. Okay.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
No, it's not.
During the altercation, and I felt cool.
It is behind the shop.
You are going to die when you see my new car.
More than a few around.
No way. He tried to take a credit card? I couldn't believe it. He just reached it.
Oh. Yo. That really just happened. The classic. Alright, this time I'm not gonna jump down there. As soon as I did it, I knew I was gonna die too. Because they took my Icarus landing augmentation away.
Got what you're looking for?
I hate watching.
Alright, let's try that again. Oh, I gotta watch this cutscene. Come on, let me skip it.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, This is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself. You are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I always get a little nervous when I go through something.
I'm nervous about it.
Centralo, evidentment widzianie.
Don't
Identification. You are going to die when you see my new car.
In the sewers. Ridiculous.
No way.
He tried to pay with a credit card?
Oh, you know what? Let me see if I have codes for any of these. I don't think it's this dude's shit I had the code for. Yeah, no, it's back in the other city. I'll hack those when I get some more praxis.
I'm always telling you, Mano. People in all country are more genuine. They treat each other with respect. If a man has something to say, he says it to your face. Politely. That is what...
Go away, Clegg. We're closed.
Oh, he is not here to gamble, Vano. Are you?
You're Otar?
I am Mr. Botcovelli, yes. And who are you?
I'm here on behalf of a concerned third party.
Oh, you hear that, Mano? Our guest is a very private person.
I found it pays to be cautious when you don't know exactly who you're dealing with.
That is true. But sometimes it can create problems which could have been avoided had they been more forthcoming. If neither man is willing to compromise, they cannot reach a satisfactory understanding.
I would like to avoid any misunderstandings.
Good. So in this case, since you already know my name, and no doubt other things about me, I think you owe me the same courtesy.
I'm with Interpol, but I'm not here to cause any trouble. Organized crime is someone else's department. I'm here to pick up the shipment you're withholding from Václav Koller.
Vano, look. The only honest policeman in Prague. Koller must want this item very much to send someone like you. But I will tell you what I told Koller. No, you cannot have the calibrator, and you can't either. Dealing with Augs is bad business. A point which some people in this organization have yet to understand.
I see.
Try this.
You're a man of principle. A businessman.
I feel like I'm
who
end up
cares for
killing
the
everyone and
organization
taking a
he's part of.
goddamn.
But there's more to my
calibrator
being
myself.
here than maybe you realize. Kohler is a friend, and sometimes helping out a friend in need is good business.
You see, Valo, this is what I am always talking about. Loyalty. So tell me, Mr. Friendship, how far are you willing to go to help out a friend in need?
It would depend on the situation, don't you think?
I think maybe you're too cautious. Still, caution can be a virtue, isn't it right, Valo? So, perhaps we should see. It is like I am always telling him, you can get a lot accomplished just by having a conversation. I will let you have the calibrator.
Thanks. And what's it gonna cost me?
Listen to the man, Valo. Even when he gets what he wants, he does not trust it. What shall we do with such a man? What will it cost? A favor.
What kind of favor?
Don't worry. I will let you know in due time. It won't be too painful. Not for you. What do you say? Do we have a deal, Mr.
Jensen, we have a deal.
Excellent. Upstairs in my office, you will find Kohler's calibrator. I will be in touch.
Kinda wanted to pop all these niggas.
Friends and favors are important, pal. Better to use, even. Nicolazzi doesn't find out about this.
All right, Kohler. I've got your neuroplasticity calibrator.
That's great! I'm gonna pencil you in for that optimization procedure. Just as soon as I'm done with this house call.
What house call?
I got this other client, you know, doesn't like to be kept waiting.
Neither do I, Kohler. Call me when you're ready.
Shit.
Я говорю, наружу только насквозь.
He steps out of line. We shove him back. What if I get some disease?
Нет, вот так.
Alright, I guess I won't kill him. But only because I know for a fact I killed him on my first try.
Не слышал? Не важно.
Check the tape.
You cannot always fuel for everything. That is the thing.
I want to see what this other quest is.
Because then
So we don't
there's
go.
nobody left to save.
Your actions are being recorded.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to Sarah.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Here we go.
Stay out of his way.
Hand it over. You better hope all your paperwork is in order, Hanser. An unauthorized clank in the city could mean big trouble for you.
I've got enough trouble as it is.
Is that right? 1 second. Central, confirm a BH-847. You must have some kind of super weapon under the hood.
What I have is a job to do.
Do
And no
not
time
let me
to
keep
waste.
you then. Get moving, asshole.
I'd like to kill
Are you telling me you
Right.
don't think they should?
Not trying to waste time, I'd get out and do a shootout.
for kids? How is it different from the Utula complex?
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
So wait. What you're telling me is that you're more concerned about organized crime than terrorist attacks?
Nope. Just gonna have to keep doing that.
Keep this all up to Utula? No. They cannot evict you if there's no reason. What exactly?
To Zika. The machine gun is control of the deck, and we are the machine gun. The sum of all of us.
Why is it telling me the stairs? You know what?
Oh. Hello.
Encountered first drunk problem.
Just the
Oh
beginning.
wait, no. Never mind. Just being retarded.
I was lost like you, friend. Faced persecution and hate. Hated myself.
Wow. We're supposed to be at my security rating sucks. Oh, I was wasting my time. No, I'm not gonna close the door, there's no point. Let's turn on the TV, call Sarah.
Adam, what's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test dogs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan dog? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DOD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw. Don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the U.S. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orloff didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls. Reach out to me. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about...
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Expect the boss man to call me soon. Got praxis.
Like you, friends. We have suffered long enough.
Alright, let's see where this quest takes me. Main storyline quest real quick.
You looking for the best prices in Prague? Not talking hot dogs here.
If the hot dogs aren't your main business, why don't you have a store?
See, this way, I get to keep my overhead down and pass on the savings to the customers.
Entrepreneurial.
Better believe it.
What have you got?
Well, I got info. The kind that's worth something.
Could always use reliable intel.
Who couldn't? But for that, I only accept payment in Europozine.
I don't have any.
Sorry, it's a deal breaker. But find me again if you get any, okay?
Yeah, this game's pretty cool because even though it's an RPG, you still get to go pretty crazy with shooting. Although I'm not sure if it's possible in this game, but in the last one it was actually possible to do a no-kill playthrough. I'm not about that shit, like I'm killing people. But I have a buddy of mine that did a no-kill playthrough. I'm not even sure how you would get past some of the bosses without killing them. I assume that probably quite a bit of extra work. Let's go hack this mainframe.
Cannot come soon enough.
T3 got turned around.
Have a nice day. Nice coat.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me. It's an easy plant.
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Lyon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it?
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Nah, I don't.
Copy that.
I think Singh's got some kind of adrenaline addiction. He plays it too close to the edge. He made it out of Dubai, didn't he?
It is Jensen.
Agent Singh. Wasn't expecting to see you again. In civvies, at least.
Just passing through. I wanted to thank your team for the backup in Dubai. That sting went to hell faster than the storm did.
You're welcome. But I don't think you came all this way to say thanks.
Director Miller asked me to get Agent McCready up to speed. Now I have the red-eye flight back to Oman.
Headed into the field office there?
Not exactly. One of our black sites. I'll be dropped in as a captured enemy combatant. After I contact my fellow Jinn prisoners, I shall lead a very convenient escape.
Re-embedding with the Jinn. Aren't you taking a big risk, given everything that happened?
No choice. That ambush knocked everyone on their asses. TF-29, Bell Tower, the Jinn. To cover all the angles, I need to go back. Hopefully my cover is still good. You killing the signal booster at the hotel should help.
You're thinking the Jinn can get a beat on our gate crashers faster than TF-29?
Perhaps. They do not like loose ends. An augmented kill squad with military training. Have you ever seen anything like it?
Yeah, once. But it's a long story. Did we get anything out of the cleanup operation?
Mostly corpses. Heavily augmented, as you know. Under those gold masks, they were ID scrubbed. No prints, no dentals, no DNA match. Professional.
Could still be ex-Bell Tower. Plenty of men and material went AWOL after the incident. A competing faction.
It's a possibility. The audits and investigations of Bell Tower will go on for years before we know how many rats jumped from that ship. At least we recovered the weapons. Unlisted, high spec, military-grade augmentation.
Right. It's the world we live in. Anyone with an exemption to the weaponized augment ban is a useful tool. Or a terrorist. Whoever they were, they knew exactly when the deal was going down.
Are you gonna go? Good luck stopping by here, man.
No. After
have a
the
good day.
incident, Dubai became the world's most luxurious tombstone. Perfect for the jinn, but for no one else.
I thought human augmentation was frowned on in the Middle East. Why was Dubai hit so hard?
Because it was another world. Two other worlds, in fact.
You have a good,
one of
good
extreme
time playing this game. It's
augmentations
pretty
of
fun.
gold or crystal, and one of thousands of workers outfitted for construction. Then, that day.
I know.
No, Agent Jensen, you could not. Some called it divine punishment. But that day was not the work of a merciful God.
Thanks, man. Good looks.
I don't
I'm gonna
envy
shut
what
down
you've
here,
got
I
ahead
guess,
of you.
too.
Actually, I'm looking forward to it. The truth is, when you've been under for long enough, you only feel like an imposter out here, in the real world.
Yeah, I understand the feeling.
Alright, yeah, let's save and wrap up.
You think what?
Thanks to everyone that stopped by. Shouts out to Harry for stopping by. Hope y'all have a good day.